interlude, folks. If you look in the back, that's not the mountain from Close Encounters of the Third Kind, but it looks like it.
Hey everybody, this is Joe from Just a P Reviews. I'm out here with Johnny Phoenix. Today we'll be testing the highly anticipated Hellcat from Springfield. Yes, I'm going to pass it over to Johnny so you can see some of the features on this bad boy.
All right, folks, this is a gun that everybody in the industry has been hyping about. There's a lot of videos out there, and today we're not going to get too technical with it because this is what, we figure we're just average Joe buyers. No offense, Joe. Just average guy buyers that go in a shop and see a gun and say, wow, that's kind of neat. So some of the things that are really cool about this gun, it has a real big fat glow in the darkest shade sight in the front, and it's got striations on the front and on the top and in the rear. So for guys that like press checking it operator style, you could press check, do all that neat stuff with it. It does not have a manual safety. It looks a lot like a gun that we all know already. It looks a lot like a SIG P365. Basically, Springfield is trying to compete with the P365, and this is their version of a 365. We're going to shoot them both. We're going to check out what they do, and we'll see if there's a difference, better, worse, or how it feels to us. So stay tuned for the shooting.
All right, we're going to shoot this Hellcat, see how it performs. I didn't lock back after the last round. That might be my error. Give it a few more tries.
You get no lock back?
No, I didn't lock back after the last round. But that might be me just right in the slide. Stop.
Yeah. First impressions, these little guns.
First impressions, does have a snap to it. It's not a low recoil gun, but it's a carry gun, so you're gonna expect that from that. The sights were pretty dead on though. That front sight really lights up, easy to use. I like it. I just want to get a couple more mags to see how I like it, see how it goes.
First run at the Springfield Hellcat. Joe said he had a problem with the mag not locking, or the slide not locking back on the empty mag. So I'm gonna give it a shot and see how it goes. Didn't lock back. Not understanding why it's not locking back. I don't know if it's the ammo. It shouldn't be. We're shooting S&B 115 grain brass. It seems like the gun's functioning fine, other than the fact that it's locked back on the last round on the empty mag. We'll keep trying and see what happens. First impression of the Springfield Hellcat, very nice size for subcompact, very similar in feel to the 365. I like the beaker tail, get a nice high grip on it. Other than that, we're gonna give it a few more mags, see how it goes.
So this time around, I did watch my thumb placement. That had been the issue for it to not lock back the first time. Second time around, you know, I'm kind of getting used to the recoil, and it's really not that bad. I really do enjoy those sights. That front sight just catches, and the U-notch just makes it a lot easier for target placement.
All right, Springfield Armory Hellcat, 13 round magazine, steel cased ammo, and also the other half is assorted brass. Can't do better than that. Smooth shooting gun.
So far, I got about 2 mags through it. The first time I shot it, the slide didn't hold open after the last round, and when I shot it the second time, I kind of realized that I was resting my thumb on the slide stop, which was preventing it from locking back. I did like the gun. It did have a little bit of snap, but not any more than the 365 has. The sights are great. You got the U-notch in the rear that helps catch that front sight. I did like the serrations on the top and the grip texture. That was a big plus for me. I am going to put a couple more mags through just to kind of get a better idea of how well I'm going to like the gun. Keep in mind, these are just my opinions. It's not the same opinion you're going to have. I'm, like I said, just giving my personal opinion on it. Yeah, let's get it rocking.
All right, first impressions after having shot the Springfield Hellcat. As you can see from the footage of the shooting, I had a real tough time keeping this gun in my hand. I tried to even use the little hook in the front, use this kind of a stance on it. It's difficult, it's jumping out. It's a very, very lively gun, but it's to be expected. Most 9mm of this size, or any gun of this micro size, is going to be tough to handle. So if you're thinking about getting one of these guns, you need to make sure that you understand that the smaller in size you go and reducing the mass and the real estate to hold on to the gun, the more likely it is to be snappy on you. And so this is kind of a snappy gun. Other than that, I enjoyed it. The sights on this gun are better, in my opinion, than the SIG P365. I really enjoy the sights. They're easy to pick up. They're very bright in the sunshine, and I'm sure in low light conditions they'll work as well. I like the size overall for concealed carry. I'm not sure I love enjoying shooting this thing, you know, round after round at the range. So again, that's not what it's designed for. It is a self-defense. It could be a primary gun. I could see it being a primary gun for me if I were to get it, because it does fit nice. It's very concealable, yet it does give you a full grip on it with this 13 round mag, right? You can see right there. All right. So with that, I'll go ahead and hand it over to Joe and let him talk about it.
All right, guys, my first impression, it did have a little bit of recoil. It's very common in a pistol this size. It's not too much of a difference between this and a 365. They both kind of have the same snap to it, but it's a carry gun. You're going to expect that. The first magazine I shot, it did have an issue with the slide locking in the rear after their last round. It was human error. All the mags after, I watched my thumb placement, and I didn't have any issues after that.
I'm going to show how you were holding it too.
Yeah. So basically, I was riding my thumb right on top of that slide release, which was causing that effect. after I replaced my thumb placement when I was firing, I didn't have that issue. I did love the sights. If you look in the front sight, this front sight is a tritium and fluorescent front sight with the U-notch rear sight, which actually the front sight just popped really good. I really enjoyed it. Between this and the 365, they're very similar the way it shoots. I suggest you shoot both, see what you like better, help you decide what you want to carry. They're both a great choice. We didn't have any issues with it locking up or giving it any jams or anything.
And we tried both steel case
and we did try
brass.
steel case ammo and brass, and it shot well. It performed well. Huge shout out to MMP Guns again. I can't say enough how much we're thankful for you guys lending us out this demo so we can get these videos done. MSRP on this gun is $599.
So it's almost exact
Yeah,
same
it's almost
price.
almost the same price comparison as a 365. So you're really getting a similar gun to it.
It basically comes to what you prefer.
Exactly.
If that's the type of gun you want. But as far as overall function, I had no problems with it.
I had no problems either.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching this video. Like and subscribe to our channel. That's a wrap.